An AEW star is apparently done with Ring of Honor. What does this mean for the future of Ring of Honor? What does this mean for the future of this particular star? We're going to talk about that. Plus, we got to talk about WWE potentially spoiling the WrestleMania main event because they have revealed something new. And in this announcement, it is making me really think hard and long about what is happening here. And yes, we are going to talk about a WrestleMania plan. Is it really for WrestleMania? Is it for the SmackDown before? We're going to talk about that, and it's all happening right here on the Ango Show. Welcome back to TAS, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about the Street Profits. There's been a lot of rumors about WWE potentially doing the World Tag Team the WWE Tag Team Championship match. There's been some rumors about this, and Dave Meltzer and the Observer has come out and basically said WWE has yet to make a official announcement regarding a decision whether the Street Profits versus Motor City Machine Guns for the Tag Team Championships will take place at WrestleMania 41 or on the SmackDown before. Now, as you guys know, I have been covering this, but maybe you are unaware, so this is probably a good reason why you should subscribe. WWE is planning for about 14 total matches, 7 matches each night for WrestleMania 41. And as of right now, there's like 9 or 10 of them, meaning they are lacking some matches. With that being said, it should be on WrestleMania. Street Profits, DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, Pretty Deadly. I don't care what you do. You could do a tag team gauntlet match, whatever you want to do. Get as many people on WrestleMania as possible for this tag team championship match. It's actually been the better tag team championship feud between Raw and SmackDown. And I think if you're the WWE, the Street Profits have absolutely killed it. DIY has absolutely killed it. MCMG has absolutely killed it. Don't do this on the SmackDown before. I genuinely believe with all my heart, put these guys on the WrestleMania card. And for me, it's a big deal because with WrestleMania this year, the fact that they're doing 7 matches each for each night, you need more matches. You need at least 4 more matches. You can do all of the championships. Have Chelsea Green defend her belt. Have the both tag team titles on the line. Throw in Randy Orton versus somebody. Like, make this work. Honestly, I think WWE should be a lot better about this because it feels like to me, sometimes they save some of these big matches for the SmackDown or Raw. But I think this is a WrestleMania card that could actually benefit from some good old-fashioned tag team wrestling. And that's exactly what this would be. So that's exactly what I would want to see.
Now would be the best time to remind you that we have a major goal to hit 100,000 subscribers. Over 40% of the viewers who watch this channel are not subscribed. Please click subscribe if you enjoy staying educated on everything with wrestling news.
Okay, and that brings us to our next topic, ladies and gentlemen. John Cena, is he winning number 17 at WrestleMania? Now, I have been under the belief that he is. However, WWE, interestingly enough, they have revealed that John Cena is on the Clash in Paris pay-per-view promotional poster. So they have confirmed that John Cena will be there. Not only that, but we know he's going to be at Backlash. We know that he's going to have many, many more dates after. Now, maybe this isn't a spoiler, right? Maybe he won't win number 17. But the fact that WWE is already actively promoting Cody Rhodes and John Cena for all of these events tells me that WWE is likely going to have John Cena win number 17. And this opens up a huge dialogue, by the way, as to whether or not he should win or shouldn't win. And I think a lot of wrestling fans are just going to have their own opinions on that, which is completely fine and completely normal. But I do think it helps my argument that John Cena is set to retire. John Cena is on his retirement tour. John Cena will be on another SmackDown for the Go Home show. So we know we will see him before WrestleMania. I think he should win number 17. And I think you should have John Cena go into these PLEs as the champion. Now, whether it's John Cena versus Randy Orton, John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, John Cena versus somebody completely random, I don't know. But I would like to see John Cena in these events as champion. And it's interesting because WWE is already actively promoting John Cena a lot more post WrestleMania than before WrestleMania. And I think that is due to the design of John Cena potentially winning the big one. The jury is still out for me as to whether or not I'm enjoying John Cena's last run. I feel like the last few episodes that he was on Raw were a lot better, but This is his retirement tour, man. And you got to go out with a big way. And if you really, really want people to enjoy his heel turn, I think this is the way to do it. You got to have him there. Clash in Paris is taking place in August, which is great. We can expect John Cena at SummerSlam. We could expect John Cena at Survivor Series. I don't know. I don't know what to expect from WWE. I really don't know what to expect from WWE at this point. But I do think Cody Rhodes winning would probably be the wrong decision. And as a huge Cody Rhodes fan, you can always have him win it back in John Cena's last match, which would really be a true passing of the torch type of moment. But that would be a very significant moment to say it's end of an era, and I think that would just be a really good way to go out. But you never know with WWE at this point; it's really hard to say, and I think this is the right call in my opinion. So we'll see what happens there. And that brings us to our final topic, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Jericho is done with Ring of Honor. Finally done with Ring of Honor. Now, what is actually happening? According to internal plans from Fightful Select, they have reported that this ROH run was always designed to be temporary, which I think we all kind of knew that, obviously. Jericho is set to head back out with Fozzy for another tour, but with only one Wednesday date on the calendar, he could still make AEW Dynamite appearances if needed. There is no details on whether Chris Jericho will be utilized on AEW television, but as of right now, this is actually a bigger story than people realize, because Chris Jericho was essentially put in place to be the ROH champion for what many people believed was AEW trying to pursue a TV deal with Ring of Honor. Now, whether that was with True TV, Vice TV, whatever TV deal, obviously Ring of Honor has not gotten a TV deal yet. And with Bandito being the champion now, it seems like maybe Ring of Honor probably won't be in play for a TV deal. Chris Jericho is a top guy. I understand a lot of people are kind of over Chris Jericho at this point. I've been saying it recently. I like Chris Jericho. I'm glad the learning tree thing is done. I'm glad he's kind of walked away from that. However, in my personal opinion, when it comes to Chris Jericho and everything that he does, I think Chris Jericho has kind of been put in a position where, unfortunately, and I say unfortunately, I feel like he's kind of ran its course, right? And he needs to do something that is completely reinvented. And perhaps that's a massive babyface role. I don't know. But I do think Chris Jericho not being associated with Ring of Honor is a good thing. But I also tell people all the time, I think it's a very telling thing that they've made that decision, because Ring of Honor, honestly, if they couldn't get a TV deal under Chris Jericho being champion, then who will help them get that TV deal? And for those who don't believe that it matters, TV executives love when champions are prominent. It's a big reason as to why TNA was so successful in the UK back in the day. It's a reason why WWE is super successful with some of the changes that they've made. And even for AEW initially, Chris Jericho being there, being the guy, that was very helpful to Warner Brothers Discovery. Chris Jericho is a known name. So the fact that it didn't work out for Ring of Honor, I think says it's a little bit of a bigger problem. But you guys let me know what you think down below. Do you want to see Chris Jericho in AEW? Do you not want to? Are you over it? Are you still a fan? Let me know.